Hiya, how you doing? I'm Whimsery, and today we're going to be watching 12 Monkeys. Why? Because it won last month's Poll of the Month over on Patreon, and everyone says it's really good. So I know absolutely nothing about this movie except for it has Bruce Willis and Brad Pitt. Brad Pitt again. Hopefully, he's a little more sane this time. I think that's about it. Let's watch the movie. Sorry, I'm annoying. I'll stop. 5 billion people will die from a deadly virus in 1997. The survivors will abandon the surface of the planet. Once again, the animals will rule the world. Uh-oh. That comes from an interview with a schizophrenic person. Terry Gilliam. That sounds really familiar. Monty Python? I think so. I like the music.
Bad news, man. Volunteers. Yeah, maybe they'll give you a pardon, man. Yeah, that's why none of the volunteers come back.
Oh! What the hell?
Good luck, man.
Causing trouble again?
It's like a claw machine for people.
Options for the
like that.
Pro. Listen.
Oh gosh. I was not prepared for a scary movie, y'all. Better not have tricked me. What? What the hell? It's crazy already. Oh gosh. Oh, he's just chilling. It's fine. Oh yeah. Well, look, you got another one. He just puts them in the jar. Okay. This is a ghost town. Oh, hi. Oh my gosh. What on earth? Ah! Ah! Oh.
At 96A per subchapter 6.
James Cole, clear from quarantine. Got a history, Doctor. Violence, repeated violations of the Permanent Emergency Code. Defiance, disregard of authority, 25 to life.
Oh, I hope he's a terrible person or something. Otherwise, that's really sad.
Why don't you sit down?
What kind of a chair is that? A crappy one?
Very good, Observer Cole.
Thank you.
Not to volunteer could be a real mistake.
Weirdos.
Totally disoriented, doesn't know where he is. He took on 5 cops, and the medic gave him enough Stelazine to kill a horse. Look at it.
People seem normal. Oh.
I don't work for the police. My concern is for your well-being. I call you James?
Nobody ever calls me that.
Have I seen you someplace?
Need to go! Need to go!
Such wonderful air.
Why do you think there aren't any germs in the air?
What year is this?
What year do you think it is?
1996.
That's the future, James. This is 1990.
We gotta scrub them like that. That's too rough.
It's very important what you gotta do, Jimbo.
Yo, Jeffrey!
Sound effect.
Show me games and stuff, okay?
Some games here, and there's... Get out! Things in my chair. Games I want to get out. Drugs! What'd they give you?
Make a telephone call.
All of these nuts could just make phone calls. They could spread insanity.
Very few, Jim. Very few of us here are actually mentally ill.
For all I know, you're crazy as a loon. But it's all automated. What are we for then? We're consumers.
It sounds familiar.
Mentally ill. Toilet paper, new cars, computerized blenders.
Jeffrey, be calm.
Ah.
I don't really come from outer space. Don't mock me, my friend.
Get out of my chair!
Are you also divergent, friend?
This is a place for crazy people. We've got some real nuts here.
Have any of you heard of the Army of the 12 Monkeys?
5 billion people died in 1996 and 1997. About 1% of us survived.
Are you going to save us, Mr. Cole?
I can't save you. Nobody can. What I need to do is make a telephone call.
Who would straighten everything out?
The scientists.
They don't believe him.
Can I just make one telephone call, please?
Just let him make one telephone call. Jerks.
I don't know any scientists. James, who?
Wasn't who you expected?
No. This is 1990. I'm supposed to be leaving messages in 1996.
Oh. Oh my.
Can't open it.
Ugh. Don't touch it. Why are you doing this?
Germs.
In the 18th century, no such thing. It's teeny tiny invisible bad things called germs. They get into your body and make you sick. Germs is just a plot they made up so they can sell you disinfectants and soaps, right? See? There's no right, there's no wrong, there's only popular opinion.
I'm not crazy.
You just ate a spider.
Get you out.
You know how to get out of here?
Colonics for everyone! I'm a mental patient. I'm supposed to act out. My father's gonna be really upset, and when my father gets upset, the ground shakes!
Wow.
We're all monkeys.
They hurt you?
Not as bad as what they're doing to the Easter Bunny.
Oh.
Maybe the human race deserves to be wiped out.
You, reporter?
Oh, look in the background.
Lawsuit?
It's monkeys again. It's chaos.
Monkey.
What do you have?
Now. Yes, now!
Not again.
No more monkey business! Outside talking men cease today! Oh, Jim! Get out now!
Where'd you get that? Oh my gosh. Oh, he can barely walk.
Last chance!
It's your last chance! There's just bubbles everywhere. What? It's fine.
Two's not working today. Use one.
What is? Ew, what is that? What are you reading? Go back to that. I want to know more about that. Oh, this is stressful. Oh. You're acting like he's so dangerous. Maybe he is.
I'm gonna give you something to calm you, James. I have the strangest feeling about him. I've seen him someplace.
He was fully restrained and the door was locked. Wriggling his way through the ventilation system. Watch it.
Ah.
Ah, you can talk.
Oh my gosh, this movie's so scary.
Not a problem. Maybe just in your head.
Ah.
Where'd they send you?
1990.
90. Good drugs, lots of pussy. Science ain't an exact science with these clowns.
I want to see this guy.
I can't do anymore. Have a Merry Christmas.
I didn't like that.
Did you or did you not make this call?
You sent me to the wrong year. I did what you wanted. I got a specimen, a spider. I didn't have any place to put it, so I ate it.
Did you see this when you went back?
Did you see any of these people?
You're going too fast.
Oh, wait.
Oh, yeah. We've seen him.
Him? You saw that man?
Not a good picture of him, but yeah.
You were in a mental institution? Do you want another chance?
Oh my gosh, this is wild. I don't know why they have to have him floating in the air like that. This is terrible. I feel so bad for him. He's always being hooked up and tied down. And he's naked. It's probably cold in there. Poor James.
No mistakes this time, Cole.
Stay alert.
You guys are weird.
I'm thinking about the spider, Cole. Try to do something like that again.
Those are the most scientisty scientists ever. Ah! Stop it, he's naked!
Help me find him! Jose! Cole!
Oh, wow. Baltimore, November 1996.
He claimed that he had come from the future, that he was looking for a pure germ that would ultimately wipe mankind off the face of the earth. The young soldier disappeared from the hospital.
Going right out to get vaccinated.
Don't say that.
Surely there's very real and very convincing data that the planet cannot survive.
Dr. Rayleigh, I wonder if you're aware of my own studies.
It's kind of hard to keep up with the different places and times and people.
Get in the car! Get in the car!
Oh, hell no.
Turn right here.
Where are we going?
Philadelphia.
You can take the car.
I don't know how to drive. Went underground when I was 8 years old. I told you that before.
James Cole, you escaped from the locker room 6 years ago.
Wow. Stop being so scary.
You said you would help me. I saw this.
She's driving.
Why do you want to go to Philadelphia?
That's where they are, the ones who did it. It's 12 monkeys.
Are you at the end of your rope? Are you dying to...
I've never seen the ocean.
It's an advertisement, Mr. Cole. It's an advertisement.
Why do you say it like that, though?
You don't really have a gun.
Okay, can you turn this up?
Oh.
Oh, that's good. Yes. That's good.
It's okay, dude. It's just James. He's fine. He's not gonna hurt you. He's just weird. Looks like a terrible memory. It's obviously really painful. Well, look at you. You guys are friends now. Nice. Why are you being weird?
Your hair's different. Different color. I'm showing us you.
Don't touch people. What is she? Oh, she's tired.
It wasn't me. It's become me now because of what's happening. Could you please untie me?
Yeah, I'm tired. Turd. He's a barbarian.
Love this music. The army of the 12 monkeys, they're the ones that spread the virus. That's why I'm here. I just have to locate them because they have the virus in its pure form. When I locate them, they'll send a scientist back here. That scientist will study the virus. Then he and the rest of the scientists will make a cure.
Does that disturb you?
I remember being very afraid for that little boy. All alone. Done that well. First time I was ever really afraid when I was a kid. Just a prank, a hoax. That boy's hiding in a barn.
Yeah, that's happened before. Stuff like that.
Wait, stop here. Stop the car. Stop, right here.
Ah!
Right! They're here! 12 monkeys! You believe me now?
She's not leaving. Interesting.
Wait, here. What do you think, crazy? Or I'll hurt somebody.
She could have left.
I said you can't hide from them.
That's the same voice. Ah!
They hear everything.
She can smell him.
It's in the tooth. Right, Bob? I fooled him, old buddy.
Careful, guys. Oh, looks shady.
Let's get out of here.
Good advice. Go!
Ah! Oh, please don't kill me. Don't kill me, please. Don't kill me.
Good job. Get him! I don't even feel bad. Totally deserved it. Weirdos.
You killed him!
Oh, I see it, dead people.
Okay, yeah, he killed him. He was obviously a really bad person.
You're one of us!
What does that mean? One of us? I love this music.
It's just a tape.
Looking for the army of the 12 monkeys.
Don't hurt her!
Oh, no.
Please, just cooperate.
Yeah, just do it. Don't shoot them.
I told you guys that fuckhead Goins would get us into something.
Shut up!
Goins.
Jeffrey Goins?
Picketing his own father, a famous Nobel Prize-winning virologist. You must have seen all that on TV.
Yeah, that's him. Army of the 12 monkeys. See.
So we're gonna go to Wall Street and trap lawyers and bankers.
They didn't do it, of course. He goes on TV and gives his big news conference, tells the whole world the use of animals is absolutely necessary.
This is something else.
This car is stolen. We are in big trouble. You've made all this up out of bits and pieces in your head.
No.
No.
Jeffrey Goins was a fruitcake.
What is the matter with your leg?
Got shot.
Shot? Who shot you?
Some kind of war. Wouldn't believe me anyway.
I'm a doctor. Hey, I need some supplies.
She could have run away already. Okay. Oh, I like that house. I think you could trust her at this point. Oh.
Oh, wait!
Oh.
He smells so good.
Find him? Who? That kid, the one on the pipe. A roast beef sandwich wrapped up in tin foil.
What? Oh, where'd you put the doctor? Where'd you put her? Oh, you dropped your gun.
Well, with all this excess of public attention, there comes great responsibility.
It's Jeffrey's dad. He's so fancy. So fancy.
We have at hand.
This one says he knows you.
Oh, he is not looking so good. It's gotten worse.
Never seen him before in my life. Torture this man, or whatever it is you do.
I'm here about some monkeys.
I can't stop you. I just want the information. Come on.
The thing mutates. We live underground. World.
Ah!
My father's been warning people about the dangers of experimentation. To realize where the vaccine comes from.
There she is. I'd be pissed too. What if she's claustrophobic?
You think maybe I wiped out the human race?
Buddy, it's gonna wipe out the human race.
Stop hitting him!
I think there was some policeman at that party.
Party? Which were...
I love this world. I love the frogs. I love the spiders.
Here, I'll be with you. I'll help you.
Love the spiders.
And I started honking the horn, and then when I got out, he was gone.
For a while, we thought you were a body they found downstate mutilated.
Ah, Stabler.
James Cole didn't start it. In fact, he saved me. He's sick. Okay. He's dead, isn't he? That little boy.
It's just a prank he and his friends pulled.
The Newman's disappearance was merely a...
It's just a prank. Mm-hmm. Ooh, what is this?
I found my thrill on Blueberry Hill.
So much worse.
You told us that you liked music.
Ugh, not that music.
This is it, James. What you've been working for.
A full pardon.
Oh, you guys are the worst.
I want your women. I want to get well.
He doesn't want your women.
You're in my mind.
You sounded like Jeffrey right now. Ah, stop stabbing him with that.
He not only used the word prank, he said the boy was hiding in a barn.
You're under tremendous emotional stress. You know the difference between what's real and what's not.
We decide what's right and wrong. We decide who's crazy or not.
Hey, you're thinking I don't exist.
I saw you in 1996.
You smelled real bad.
Pulled out your teeth.
Why would I pull out my teeth? That's a no-no.
The bullet you claim you removed from Mr. Cole is in fact an antique.
This can't be.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, if she's freaking out, I would be too.
Neither my son nor any other has access to potentially dangerous organisms.
Maybe we ought to review our security procedures.
Have you seen James Cole, the man who said...
They're watching you. Yeah. Who's James?
That would be so frustrating.
James? Pretend you don't know me.
No, I want to turn myself in. Where is he?
Come on.
Dang it.
God knows what she's written out there on that wall. Who cares what psychiatrists write on wall?
I was x-rayed. I was examined thoroughly. You can put it into a computer where they created this model of my mind. She knows everything I'm ever going to do before I know it myself. And if you forget one thing, I will have you shaved, sterilized, and destroyed.
Jack.
Wow.
An hour.
In 1/4 hour. Go someplace else. 1 hour, honey, babe. Number 64.
She's not honey, babe. She's a doctor. A psychiatrist.
Good job. I like him.
Whatever gets it up for you, Jack.
Uh-oh. Who you calling?
The boy in the well. How did you know that was just a hoax?
It was. You were right. I am mentally ill. I imagined all these things, these people. I
can't believe that everything we say or do has already happened. 5 billion people are gonna die.
want the future to be unknown.
Yeah.
I want to stay here. This time. With you.
I don't blame you. That would be so hard. Just back and forth like that.
It was the wrong number in 1990. It should be the right number now.
Oh, jeez.
Is this real or is this one of my delusions?
What on earth?
Put him in the closet. Well, but take his money first. Jane! Oh, Jane!
What the fuck are you doing?
Just in case I'm not crazy. This is how you find us.
Police! Sent the cops? I was attacked by a fucking crazy dentist.
What? Crazy dentist? Oh my gosh. Oh. People around him are offended.
It's okay! We're insane! We're crazy! Newman from the future is just a carpet cleaning company. Wait till they hear this and they better watch out for the army of the 12 Monkeys.
This is the secret headquarters of the army of the 12 Monkeys. They got your message, Catherine. I didn't recognize your voice.
Yeah. Jeffrey, I know that's you. I recognize your voice.
No, you don't.
I don't have access to the virus.
I got plans for you, Dad.
You're completely insane.
No, I'm not.
I think I've seen this movie before.
Me too. I just got deja vu.
You've been here before?
Yes.
No, that's much worse.
You said you'd never seen the ocean.
Oh, he looks so different. Jeez. You're way better without hair. Ah, what on earth? I wonder what movie that is. It's so weird.
We have 9:30 reservations for Key West.
I just didn't recognize you. It was always you. In my dream.
I remember you like this. I felt I've known you before. Feel it. I've always known you.
I'm so scared.
That's pretty. Oh my gosh. Oh no. Oh hell no.
Bunch of weirdos let all the animals out of the zoo. They locked up this big shot scientist. The scientist's own kid, one of the ones did it. And they got something called an emu. It's got traffic blocked.
Oh my gosh.
That's what they were up to, freeing animals.
If they spot either one of them, they should notify us. We have people all over the airport.
Well, they're in disguise now. Nobody will ever know.
This is my dream. I was actually here.
If they identify us, they're going to send us someplace, but it won't be Key West.
Okay.
Okay.
Hello. How are you today?
If you're picking this up, forget about the army of the 12 Monkeys. They didn't do it. They did what you wanted. I'm not coming back.
Some trip you're taking, sir. Is this all in 1 week?
Got yourself a problem. You don't belong here.
Leave! Got that? Anything you say, Chief, it's none of my business.
Just a random guy trying to go to the bathroom. Bad day.
Leave me alone! Leave me alone!
No, calm down, Cole. It's me.
Jose again.
Take this.
What?
Take for it. Are you crazy?
You're the one.
Man, if only they could have got your message earlier. Here, take it. You can still be a hero.
Come on, James. It's okay.
So he's flipping people off. This guy.
You know what I'm supposed to do if you don't go along this time? Shoot the lady.
Oh my gosh.
Who am I supposed to shoot?
James! It's Dr. Goines' assistant. He's an apocalypse nut.
Oh gosh. This guy. He's weird. He's weird.
It's empty. It looks empty.
He's weird.
I assure you, it's not.
I don't understand.
No, ma'am, I don't have to understand. You said that, but
No,
you have to
this
get
is-
more.
I am calling you a fucking moron.
Fuck him.
It's not her fault. Can't mess around in an airport.
Hold it. Wait a moment.
Uh-oh.
Police officer.
Shootings even at airports now? We're the next endangered species. Human beings.
I think you're right, ma'am. I think you've hit the nail on the head.
I'm in insurance.
I'm gonna have to watch that again. That was a lot. Okay, I'll be back with my outro. Okay, now let's start with a quick awards ceremony. The award for Best Extra Character is a tie between...
It's none of my business.
And...
I don't really come from outer space.
I want to know more about these people, please. Best line goes to...
I was attacked by a coked-up whore and a fucking crazy dentist.
Crappiest Person award goes to... If you see someone spitting out blood, how about you go and ask them if they're okay instead of getting offended? Worst character in the entire movie. Actually, I really didn't like the scientists. I don't know why. I hated them. They really just, they did not tickle my pickle. I did not like the scientists. They got in James's way, and, yeah, that pissed me off. Okay, so I gotta be straight with you. This movie was a little bit more complicated than I'm used to in other movies, and it actually took me a couple watches to discover, you know, some of the details. So many details. I don't think I've ever seen a movie about time travel. I've read books, I've watched shows that have it, but I don't think I've ever seen a movie about time travel. Like, it's a very unique plot. I was kind of expecting that, you know, they'd go back in time or forward in time and change everything and all that, but even, you know, James is like, you can't change the future, you can't change it. Like, it's a very complex plot. I'm sure that if I watched it a couple weeks from now, I'd see it in a different light, and I'd probably still catch new details that I didn't before. Being a movie from 1995, it's very interesting to watch this movie now, knowing, you know, everything that's been happening in the world. You know what I'm talking about. You know what I mean. You know what I mean. So a couple things. This movie was inspired by a short film from 1962 called Le Jeté. It's a French. Le Jeté. Okay? Does that sound fancy? I'm supposed to have a little teacup here. Terry Gilliam, the director, says he actually didn't watch the short film Le Jeté. I gotta keep saying that. He didn't watch it before he created 12 Monkeys. Another thing, there's a show that they started in 2015 called 12 Monkeys. Apparently it follows a similar plot. It has high ratings and Emily Hampshire in it, which is intriguing to me. So I might actually watch that. It's funny though, because I watch a lot of shows. I've seen all the shows, right? But I had not actually heard of this one. I don't know why. Like, it looks good. Like, it's got high ratings and everything. There's 4 seasons, so yeah, I might have picked my next show if it's good. Have any of you seen it? Because I never heard of it. So yeah. So for as serious as this movie is, it made me laugh so much. Like, for every tragic thing that happens on the screen, there's something equally hilarious that transpires, and I love it. The ending was so sad though. Like, can you imagine being that kid? Like, you're watching your own death, and you're watching someone who loves you begin the process of grieving your demise. Like, how does that even work? It almost seems like James sees it as a dream later, or like some sort of deja vu, but like, I mean, I'm sure he doesn't understand what's happening, this little kid, but it's just trippy to think about. I'm like, it's actually kind of messes with my brain. I'm like, how's that even supposed to work when he's watching, you know? It's a very good cast. That kid actually looks like a little bit like a little Bruce Willis. So I should have picked up on the fact that it was James way earlier, but I don't know, I don't jump to conclusions. I'm not trying to be a detective, I just want to watch, you know? Like, yeah, it really wasn't a happy ending, but I wasn't expecting it to be. I just don't think it would have worked here. It just wouldn't fit. I think it was a happy twist on a sad ending, I guess. But it just kind of wrapped everything up nicely, especially, you know, the doctor getting it, or the scientist, or the insurance lady. Gosh, I forgot her name. She gets into the, you know, plane, sits next to the bad guy. And she's like, I'm in insurance, you know, and that can probably be taken a couple different ways. I'm not sure if she's just starting out her journey and she's gonna become a scientist later. I don't know. Or if it means like insurance as in, you know, she's making sure that someone obtains this virus and in its pure form and stuff, kind of like James was talking about. I'm not really sure which one's right, or maybe they can both be right. I don't know. I just thought it was cool. It really wrapped it up nicely. Okay, now on to the acting. Just wow. The three main characters are just there's something else. They're on a whole different level. Like, they're just played so expertly. Watching it back, I just couldn't believe some of these performances. For example, Brad Pitt. When he's told to calm down, he goes from being, you know, excited to alert and attentive to stifled and agitated to determined to attempting to appear subdued and compliant to satisfied in his attempt at being what other people want him to be, and proud of himself for being able to fool them. Like, he looks 30 and 6 at the same time. And it all happens so fast, just a couple of seconds. You know, I had to replay that part a little bit. Like, it's so many scenes from him. I just found myself rewinding because it's so interesting to watch. Brad Pitt has so much control over his facial expressions. It's just crazy, you know. And he's still so young at that point, and I don't know, his energy and his delivery is just so entertaining to watch. Brad Pitt is just ridiculous. The difference in his role between now, this movie, and the last movie we watched with him in it, which was Fight Club, it's night and day. He's a completely different person. And I know that, yeah, that's his job, he's an actor, but like, he's just really good at it, okay? Madeline Stowe, who plays Dr. Rayleigh, is also great. I don't know why I haven't seen her in anything else, this actress. I love what she did with the character, like when she gets overwhelmed or frustrated, like what you know, when she goes, oh, she does it a couple times, and that really caught me off guard. That's just such a rare acting choice. It's just, the character felt really real and relatable to me. Or when her mind is going like a mile a minute and she starts to do this, you know, stuttering thing.
I can't.
That moment where she goes back and she sees the old photos with, you know, James in it from the war. That's actually so scary. Like, in the moment when I was watching it, I was like, well, yeah, that's him. But then, like, looking back, I'm like, what if that was you? And you've been working with this guy, or, like, you know, trying to make him better or whatever, not believing anything he says. And then you go and you see him. You see proof of the truth in the story he's been telling you. It's like that. Oh, gosh. It just... That's really cool. I really like Dr. Rayleigh's character. I found her to just be really relatable. Jeffrey's kind of relatable too. Maybe that's just me. Maybe that's a problem. She's a rounded, fully realized character, and she just seems fun to be around, and I appreciate writing like that. It's good writing, good casting, good acting. I like Dr. Rayleigh. She's just a cool character. Then, of course, we got Bruce Willis. I really like this actor, and I really like this character. The way that James is officially introduced to us is so great. In the first 5 minutes, you know, he reminds me of a caged animal, which is kind of funny considering how everything turned out. It becomes clear pretty quickly that James does not deserve his fate, you know, his sentence, 25 to life, for violence. You know, they didn't say murder or something like that, or some sort of heinous type of violence. They just say violence as in, like, what do you say? Oh yeah, disregard of authority is what he says. When I hear that, I don't think of a crappy person. I usually think authority issues, for the people I've met in my life, that usually comes from a pretty broken, dark place from a young age to have those issues. You know, it's not like I don't know, people who have a hard time with that tend to be, I don't know, you just need to be a little bit more patient with them, not lock them up. So I just think it's so sad that, you know, James has obviously, you know, been just kind of caged, you know, okay, for a really long time. And not even necessarily like in an actual cell, but the, you know, the experiments they have him go on, or the what do you call it? It's some sort of excursion above, you know, for him to collect things like they did with the spider. That was really funny. The scenes that made me feel for James the most were the moments where he just seems kind of like childlike almost. You know, I love the way he reacts to music, you know, in the future. It just I just think it's so realistic, and that's how I would be, at least. I'd just be excited about the new music, you know. I don't know, he's just like, I love this music. And it's also really cute how James is always defending Dr. Rayleigh. He's like, she's a doctor, you know. She's a psychiatrist. Like, that's like, you know, the highest order of people. He's always like, she's a psychiatrist. She's a doctor. And that's just so cute. It's really sad, though, to see him doubt himself towards the end. You know, when we as the audience have already been going back and forth over whether or not we think he's, you know, crazy, to us finding out that, oh, he's not. And Dr. Rayleigh has been doubting him this whole time, making him jump through hoops. And then she knows that he's been telling the truth the whole time. Yet he doesn't believe in himself now. Like, that's so frustrating. We trust him, she trusts him, but he doesn't trust himself. Yeah, Bruce Willis was amazing. I love that he's really not afraid to get ugly, at least for this role. He had to do a lot of things. Just the, you know, the saliva coming down out of his mouth, you know, he's crouched. He's got to do a lot for this role. It looked pretty demanding, yet the budget they had for this film wasn't as high as the standard, you know, of this movie genre. And Terry Gilliam managed to convince Bruce Willis to take this role, even though he was gonna take a pay cut. I think Bruce Willis was like, yeah, that's a cool role. Yeah, I want that one. I was trying to do his voice. He has a really deep voice in this movie. Let's see, a couple more things. You know, when Dr. Rayleigh's like, we decide what's right and wrong. We decide who's crazy and who's not. Man, that's so powerful, and that's kind of true, you know. And it kind of got me thinking about it, and I'm like, oh yeah, you know, because like for those of us who don't really fit into the, you know, normal type of brain, who's deciding, you know, what's normal and what's, you know, what's the standard or whatever, you know. Some of us don't fit. I mean, those of you who have standard brains, nice for you, good for you. Oh yeah, and I got deja vu at the worst time in this movie. Like, I started getting, this is so weird, I started getting deja vu, right? And at that moment, they're like watching this old movie, or is it? I don't know. This older movie, and they're saying stuff like, I've been here before, and she's like, I feel like I've known you before, and all this stuff, and I'm like, as I'm having deja vu, I'm like, this is the worst time to have deja vu. Like, I get it, probably, you know, once every couple months. But why then? Why then at that crazy moment? Also, I was tripping for a second. Let's see. I wrote down very rewatchable movie. I can see myself rewatching this because I don't know. It's just so intricate. I could see it still being interesting watching it a few times, you know. Usually I'll watch a movie and I say like a comedy or something, you just wanna, yeah, it's one and done, you know. You're gonna watch it once, laugh, and then, you know, that's pretty much it. I like to watch things over and over though, not even just for this channel, but like in you know, in my real life, like watching shows. Like I've seen certain shows so many times, like The Office and Parks and Rec and whatever, you know, just shows. Lots of shows. Oh, and I like how slowly they built up this romantic aspect. You can see her opinion of James slowly change throughout the movie, and they feel like they've known each other and they can't explain it. They don't know why. The way he defends her from those, you know, criminals a couple of times. I don't know why she gets so upset about him beating them up. You know, those are I'm not one for violence, but those were pretty terrible people, right? I'm like, what? You see what that dude was just trying to do? This world is better off without this dude. Let James kill him. Maybe that's dramatic. I don't know. There's a couple of crimes out there that I just... not a fan of those people, and so she gets so upset when he does. And I could see that, you know, she's just a regular person. She's been taught all these things that maybe he hasn't been taught, and he's just like, what I do, you know. He almost seems kind of confused about it, you know. And she's like, rob him or whatever, and he's like, take you want me to take his money? I got attacked by you know, and a crazy dentist. That was so funny. A crazy dentist. It took me a second to figure out what he's talking about. I was like, what? Crazy dentist? The writing is just good. There's a lot of dialogue in this movie, and, you know, a lot of times that's hard for me to react to because, you know, I gotta talk sometimes, otherwise, you know, I'm gonna get demonetized. I gotta put in my 2 cents here and there. But they had several times. Oh, and I love the music too. I feel like there is so much more to say about this movie. Yeah, I'll probably watch the show. It's just a really good movie. It was really masterfully done, and Terry Gilliam is very interesting in his directing. I'm sure we'll talk more about him another time, but he's a very interesting dude, and I was right. He was in Monty Python, and yeah, he's interesting. Sometimes he even acts, and he directs. He does a bunch of stuff. Anyway, I'll talk more about him some other time. Yeah, so I have a lot more to say, but I better be finished. I better chop it here. I had fun. Hope you had fun, and I'll see you next time. Bye!